Reverend Al Sharpton, Tiffany D. Cross is our co-host. Let's go back to the phone, Tiffany. Let's go to Huntsville, Alabama, WWEUP 94.5 to Robbie. Robbie, you're keeping it real with Tiffany Cross and Al Sharpton.
Yes, thank you so much for taking my call, Reverend Allen. First, I want to just speak peace and strength and favor of Jehovah, Yahweh, over you for all that you're doing to just give you that second wind. And better is the ending of a thing than a beginning. So you just keep that fight. And Tiffany, I also want to say I just enjoy your articulation and your intellect and your spot-on, fact-filled takedown of the corruption of this evil system in government and in politics. And I just wanted to give you kudos for that. I called yesterday about the race and the run election for governor of Alabama on June 5th. A lot of people probably, have not been thinking about it or whatever. And there are 3 televised debates of the candidates. And I spoke about how Republican Governor Kay Ivey is hiding from questions about why she's not going to show up for the debate, and just questions about her voting against the Alabama constituency, her voting for Luther Strange and her endorsing pedophile alleged Roy Moore. And I wanted to speak on Mayor Tommy Battle of Huntsville, Alabama today. He is running against the mayor, the top spot. And I wanted to say that he, under his watch, we have noticed a demarcation and a divide and a delineation between the European white side of Huntsville and the people of color north side of Huntsville. The city is divided, and it is very obvious and intentional. We had to stop the mayor from oversaturating the north side with public housing and low-income housing, and try to clear some of the vacant houses. So we have vacant houses that they can put people in instead of building these places. And I don't know if you remember, a federal judge a few years ago, had to declare that the Huntsville City Schools were detrimental to the north side, the people of color side, and that it was separate and not equal, and that they were putting us at a disadvantage, and we have the lowest scores, ACT scores, and it's just a red line district under Tommy Battle. And I wanted to remind people of that and let them know to remind them that June 5th, we have spoken once and got Doug Jones in, and we can speak again, especially our black sisters, to get some of these Republicans, all of the Republicans, out of office. And I just wanted to say, and I also want to speak on a documentary I watched last night called Whose Street. It was about some activists in Ferguson and how the police were using military attack and tactics and antagonizing people from the ground level, bullets and just riot gear and just scaring people that were unarmed and just protesting. We have a right to protest, and people need to look for Whose, WHOSE, Whose Street, and see that DVD. It's very riveting. And thank you so much for taking my call.
All right, thank you. Have you seen this DVD Whose Street, Tiffany?
I haven't, but I'm looking forward to watching it. She's so passionate about it. I'd love to see it.
Yeah, she did speak passionate. Let's go to Rick in Detroit on 9:10 a.m. Superstation. Rick?
Good afternoon, Reverend Al. It's always a pleasure. You and I are about the same age, and to actually watch you all these years and know that you're a national treasure, a national icon. I hope you're keeping close to all of your bodyguards and everything else, because you're our treasure, believe me. We appreciate and love you around the country. Hey, I just wanted to comment. The reason why they really don't want to take military shots-out weapons off the market is because it was, for the first time that I can remember, it would criminalize the white communities, because that's where most of those guns are. If they were in the black community, they would have been outlawed a long time ago. They would criminalize the white community. All of a sudden, all these guns you have are illegal, and all the guns you have would be something that could not, that could put you in jail somewhat, and you have to collect them all, and they really don't want to do that. Then, of course, the gun manufacturers, the money and all that's involved. So President Trump really wants to make his name known in history. He would tell the NRA to go jump in the lake. He would ban all those assault weapons, and all of a sudden history would go down and say, President Donald Trump saved thousands of lives by banning assault weapons and putting some real gun legislation on the American table. That's what I wanted to say. If he really wants to make that, because right now he keeps following Obama's agenda and trying to reverse everything Obama does. I wish he would just be our president, stop tweeting, start leading, and start acting like a president.
Well, thank you for your call. I think that's a very interesting point, Tiffany. And I think that if we have no chance that Donald Trump won't make history, now the kind of history we heard that he's going to make, I don't think he has much chance of liking how he make history, but he will make history, Tiffany.
He's definitely, he's already made history. By basically his first job in government being the president of the United States. We've never before seen that. And I think, a year ago, I was not convinced that he would see out a full first term. And now I am questioning that. I wonder how 2020 will look. I know we need to focus on 2018, but I wonder if this will be the first president to lose a bulk of the states during the next presidential election. If we make it there, I certainly think this raid of Michael Cohen's office is very telling.